Michael, thanks for sitting down with me. Great to see you again.
Good day, Shawn.
Good day.
Happy to have you here in Australia.
Well played. We are, as you said, we're down here in Brisbane at the 2018 ISF World Seed Congress. Can you tell me a little bit, we're just finishing up. We're heading to the gala dinner tonight. And how do we make out? What's your take on our event, your event this far?
I think first of all, I want, like every year, it was wonderful to be in a new country, to discover also a country where we not have been since many years for our Congress. And I would like also here to take advantage to thank the National Organizing Committee, which is the association of the Seed Federation of Australia, which has done a tremendous job to support us to organize the Congress here. I think I'm very impressed also by the high number of people coming here, not only to trade, but to discover also the world of seed. We have new members coming. We had 62 countries being present here, from countries, also new countries like Iran or from Uganda, with whom we are starting also to discuss. I think we are broadening more and more the countries attending the Congress for trade and for discussions.
At this event, you put forward 8 position papers, more than you've ever put forward. Is that true?
I cannot say it's more than ever before, but I think it was crucial for us to put forward 8 position papers. And I want to take also, you see the opportunity here, to give a little bit the spirit we had for this Congress here. First of all, our slogan was where innovation shines. The priority of the seed industry is to continue to innovate and to bring best quality seeds to farmers in times of climate change, in times of increased pest and diseases flow around the world, in order to support them for sustainable agriculture and food security. The second point, I think what was very important, and I highlighted it in the opening ceremony, is also for us, we as an industry, we are here to support the business. We are business organizations. At the same time, we are a big diversity. We have a big diversity within our industry. But what united all of us is our shared vision, best quality seeds, accessible for all farmers to support sustainable agriculture and food security. I think the second point I would really to highlight here is also, here it's the 69th Congress of ISF, and we have a big story to tell. The seed industry, what the seed industry is today, what the seed industry was in past, and what the seed industry will be tomorrow. And I would like also here to mention 2 persons which are really important, who left us during the last year, since the last Congress, which are 2 Indian important seedsmen, Mr. Atava and Mr. Barwal, who were drivers of the seed industry in India, but not only in India, drivers of the whole seed industry everywhere, and who also were engaged in seed associations. Because what I'm always saying, we need to work together. We need seed associations to be the voice at national level, at regional level, and at international level. This is the structure and the strength of ISF, that we are able to have associations from Africa, associations from Asia, South America, North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, I need to mention here also, who are working together on our shared visions and on our strategic objectives. And here I'm coming, 8 position papers to drive our strategic objectives together. And if I need to highlight perhaps 1 or 2, I could highlight all of them are important. But I think, first of all, it's clear what is our slogan. The theme here is where innovation shines. First position paper is on our consistent criteria for regulatory oversight on plant breeding innovation. We need to be able to continue to innovate. But innovation itself brings nothing to farmer. If we are not able to bring innovation to the farmers, that means within consistent regulations, then the thing is not flying. The support is coming also thanks to clear, consistent regulations, allowing us to innovate and to bring the quality seeds to farmers. And this is then relied also perhaps to the second point. And the second position paper, I think it's very important position paper, where we wanted to highlight our stand. What the seed industry is looking for is to supporting seed choice for farmer. We want that they can, wherever they are, have the choice. It's up to farmers to choose which variety or which seeds he or she wants to use to also increase their livelihood, but also to support the sustainable agriculture and food security. And I think here, once again, we want to show we are supporting seed choice for farmers wherever. And the third one, perhaps, I would like to highlight here, and this is a topic more or less in all the sections and committees we discussed, is illegal seeds. I think here for the first time, and more than ever, the whole industry and the International Seed Federation with its members are engaged in the fight against illegal seed practices. We need to combat this. Why? Because here's an issue not only for business, because perhaps we are losing money, but it's also an issue for farmers and for smallholder farmers. If a farmer is buying a seed and he's getting nothing out of this seed, then I'm less thinking perhaps on the seed sector, I'm thinking on the farmer, what he will do, what will be the future. And I think here is clear an engagement our industry is taking. We are calling our members to fight together against illegal seed practice, but we need also the governments, public authorities, and all the other actors fighting against illegal seed practice, and therefore we are expecting their support. And we will, during the next weeks and months, outreach at the international level, but also at the national level, to unite our forces in this fight.
Excellent. Excellent. Michael, there's two words that I heard a lot since being here in Brisbane. One was innovation, which you touched on, and the other one was communication.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what you pulled out of this week here in Brisbane from a communications perspective?
I think I need to take advantage to thank you also, because I want to do it. Before we are starting our official Congress, we always have meetings with our national seed associations, which is twice per year we are meeting. And these are national seed associations from around the world coming together to discuss on our priorities and our next steps. And this year we not only discussed on position papers and outreach, no, we wanted to go further. We yet started last year the process, and we are feeling we need to communicate more, better, but also in an easy way. Thanks to your knowledge, thanks to your support, I think we organized a quite nice training for all of our members. We included everybody to learn more how we need to address the flaw. When we talk to politicians, when we talk to farmers, when we talk to consumers, what style of communication? And I think we need to say, we are learning, we need to learn, we need to implement, but then we have to do it also. And I think that's our responsibility as the seed sector. We have to speak out on the different topics we have, either innovation, illegal seed practices, support choice for farmers, but also access and use of genetic resources, which is absolutely key also for our industry. And I think this is another step in our way to go further and to open us.
Would it be safe to say, do you think, that in years gone by, the seed sector has not necessarily seen it as their responsibility to communicate the stories and the ideas and these pieces, and that now there's a shift in that? That it sounded to me like I heard a shift, that people were saying, I now know I need to communicate this, and I want to learn how.
I think the world is changing. The world is more open. People want to know what they're eating, where it's coming from. Who produces? Where's the seed coming from? What is the composition of the seed? To understand. And I think, therefore, first point is, world is changing, the world wants to know, and we have nothing to hide. We have the wonderful story to tell. Our seed story, we need to be able to tell it. Yes, probably in past, we didn't take it as much necessary as needed. We need also to make a differentiation. There can be other needs in Africa, or in Asia, or in America, or in Europe. You know, I think here also we have also to differentiate the countries. But nevertheless, I think when you're here and when you go through the floors and when you went to the open section meetings or committee meetings, it came always up, communication is absolutely key. And we know also it's very difficult, because we should not communicate only on the science and on data. I think we need to tell everybody also our story, the story of seeds, from where we are coming, from where we want to go, and what we are doing on a daily basis on the ground for the whole farmers in the world, smallholder, subsistence, or bigger farmer.
I am amazed every year I come together with your team at ISF World Seed Congress to get a sense of the passion that comes from both your team and the entire industry. What was your take on the vibe or the sense of the people that your members that you engaged with this year?
I think this year, once again, I felt more engagement than ever. I felt also, and I would like to highlight it here because we just ended our General Assembly, I'm also delighted to see the new diversity we have within ISF, also in our board of directors, with new people coming in from all the continents around the world, also from the different size of companies, from the different crops. There is a will to engage. I think the people today understand we have to engage. It's our responsibility. But I think one thing is important, because we speak about communication and the seed industry has to do more. Yes, we have to do more. Yes, we have to communicate more. But one point always came up also, yes, we have also to communicate not only with the farmers we are communicating, but also with the whole value chain. And I think when you speak about innovation, you have to engage the discussion with the value chain. And that means also it can be grain traders, it can be the retailers, it can be food processors, and then it comes up to the consumers. We are just a small voice. That means if we are not starting to speak also with the whole value chain, there's the seed value chain, but then it's also the next value chain where we have to discuss with, where we have to be open to explain what we are doing, how we are doing, what will be the future also of the seed sector, and what will be also the next generation of quality seeds we will bring to the farmers.
Well said, well said. Michael, you're 4 years in to your position as Secretary General. Well done. I'm curious, what would you say your greatest accomplishment is? And secondly, what's the next big thing that you've got your attention focused on?
I think I would not speak about me. It's absolutely clear that me, as Michael Keller, I can do nothing at the end. I need to work together with others. I'm very proud of my team. It's a very young team who is coming in, and we ended the whole process now since nearly a year. That means you get the feeling today the team is getting on track. And I think it's very important to have a good team, which is a small team.
Right.
I think we always have to remind us we are a small team, we are less than 10 people, and we want to support our members. I think first, our team is really, I'm happy on. I'm very happy on also that we were able to start in a very consistent and efficient way on topics like plant breeding innovation. When I remember back 3-4 years, we were not really fully clear what should we do, how we should do it. And when we think today we have a very nice position paper, we have a very nice communication campaign, and I want here also to highlight what is done also by national associations like ASTA on innovation, or like the European Seed Association. I think all this, when I'm looking on it, all this is consistent, is coherent. It means our capacity to work together and to try to drive topics together, that's for me an accomplishment. But as I mentioned, that's not me. I think here was a joint will to do it, to do the job together, but we are not there yet. I think we have still many, many things to do. And for me, I hope that for the next years, innovation can come to the market. I hope also that we can clarify the access and use of genetic resources for our companies, because this is vital for our companies to deliver in the future also best quality seeds and to tackle issues like climate change, pests and diseases also in the future. And I think I would like here also to highlight, I'm very happy that the International Plant Protection Committee under the FAO agreed last year on this international standard on phytosanitary measures, which is key for our industry, and that we are now in a period of implementation, and that our seed industry itself, in a very coordinated way, is discussing with the governments on the implementation on national level. I think these are for me really important points. illegal seeds will be a big topic for the future. We will continue. We are discussing about task force, how to address the topics. That means you see there's a wide range of topics, but we will not do all the topics. We have our key topics. That's very important. We clarified our key topics. We are driving some of the key topics, but always together with our members. And I cannot mention enough the importance of national seed associations to do the job on the ground wherever they are in the world.
Well said. Well said. One last time, congratulations on a fantastic Congress. I think Australia has been a fantastic host. What was the final tally of attendees, Michael?
That means we have registered participants. We had 1,250, what is a really wonderful number because we were sure there will not so many coming here, but at the end, Australia is attractive. Absolutely. But it's also showing the dynamics of the seed industry. Even if it's far away for a lot of people, but this wonderful country attracted so many people. I cannot thank enough our National Seed Association here in Australia for hosting us, giving us the chance to come here, to discuss and to enjoy together also tonight, for example, our last event here in Brisbane.
Fantastic. Congratulations again. Thanks very much for your time, Michael. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Shawn. See you soon.